power of why and the garden of your emotions. Why is one of the surgical knives that an actor uses to dissect the script and delve into the character. Not taken away from the others in the set, how, what, when, where, etc. Why is the premier question because it moves so closely with the motivations of the characters, of your character. Depending on what level you are as an actor and or artist, what you see when you read the script may be limited all the way to transparent. Questioning is how you get to transparent. Why is a large part of how you become the character. Again, like most of the ideas I'm presenting, this is nothing new. How is it that children grow and learn in a world that is unknown and mysterious to them? They question why continuously. If you want to grow as an actor and artist, you must truly tap back into your inner child. The golden circle. Questioning is a light that illuminates the darkness. This is an idea that is generally used in the business world, but because it's rooted in human biology, it can be easily mapped over for use in this art you're learning. Why, how, what? And you start with why. Why is your motivation? It's what allows your performance however many times. And keep in mind that the professional actor can portray the same performance up to 8 times a week, week after week, month after month. Understanding the what, how, and why you do things, and more importantly, having the discipline to hold yourself accountable to these guiding principles, enhances your ability to perform to your natural strengths. It's what allows your performance to appear organic, or as if it's happening naturally for the first time, even though the actor has done it 500 times before. Breaking down the golden circle. The why ring, that's your motivation. It's the purpose, cause, or belief that serves as the driving force moving your character along the path they're on. The how ring, that's the work. This is your training. This is your reading of books on this art form and its masters. This is everything you, as the actor, do to fill out your character in their world. And everything you do to become more proficient in this art form yourself. The final ring, the what? That's the script. Now this can be expanded upon if it's based on or coupled with a greater work or lore. Aligning these 3 rings of the golden circle will give a balance to your performance and will aid you in shifting from someone who performs into another being entirely. Your goal is not to perform, but to become and live. The golden circle is a great tool to have in that endeavor. The garden of emotions. This is where you can grow and cultivate them in the imaginative. What emotions are, in essence, is the energetic impulse to act. An instant plan to manage life that evolution has instilled into us over thousands of years. The very root of the word emotion is movere, the Latin verb to move, plus the prefix e to connote move away, suggesting that a tendency to move is implicit with each emotion. Now the garden of emotions is very much alive, and even though you create it in its higher levels, if you do not manage it properly, it can move against you. We'll start simple, sure enough. Now, as I said, this is one of those things that only you can do with effect. I can assist, but I cannot tend the garden of your emotions. First, you must understand that these emotions that you will plant and will grow in time are your emotions. You are the master of them. Whenever they take over and consume you, more often than not, it's due to operator error. There's no real hold on you. Scene work is the imaginary place where you can go into and feel this wide variety of real emotions, yet not connected to anything of real value. This is your safety, so to speak. One of the reasons why I teach about the method, but I do not teach the method, is because of its use of emotional recall in the manner it sometimes does. It'll ask you, as the artist, to use a moment from your past and recall it, even if in that moment you were victimized or in trauma. I see it as far too dangerous a means to use when one can just as easily create a completely different scenario to draw out those same emotions without having to cross the streams of imagination and reality at such a dangerous point. Emotions are like most anything else. Cosmic dice are rolled when you're conceived, and you're born with a randomized set. You got to learn to grow and cultivate them from there. In simplest terms, you got to feel. You got to dig your hands into the clay of emotion and get it on you. You got to go into the imaginative and play with them. You got to move around in them, see through them. You got to build your abilities in empathy. To learn to feel through others will only assist you in faster growth by quantifying your access to emotional energies. These are also energies you can pass from one person to another. Thus, you must learn to use them wisely so as not to wound yourself or another. Also, take the time to be alone and undistracted when you contemplate these things. The contemplation and deep understanding of these things is crucially important. For if you do not, then they're just words.